I think that every single human on earth has this soul inside of them that's completely unique to them. And so with our phones now, we see all these trends and we're exposed to things that we've never been exposed to before. So we see what people are wearing. We see what people are doing for work. We see what cars they're driving. We see all of these things, and we never have space in our own head to think, who am I actually? And you don't realize it for a while. You don't realize that you're going through life just bouncing between other people's ideas. And it's not until you actually unapologetically become who you are deep down. And what that looks like is you don't listen to, even if it's people you love, you don't listen to them. Even if it's your friends, you don't listen to them. You look at everything a little bit sus and wonder, what do I actually want to do? What does Liam want to do? And when you start doing that and you make a shift from, this is what other people are doing, maybe I'll do some form of that in my own way. No, you have to go full-fledged into you. And I'll use a story of how I implemented this. So when I was going through puberty, which is a really stressful time for a young man, I had the acne, my teeth were fucked up, I was getting all the voice cracks, all of that. A lot of guys are insecure at that age, and that's normal, that's fine. But what I noticed was that it caused me to shell up. And I like to be funny, I like to joke around, I like to be passionate about things, I like to be nerdy. And for so many years, probably until junior year of high school, I was just living through someone else's eyes of what I thought other people would accept of me. And living in someone else's mind, basically, is demoralizing. Life fucking sucks. And the only time I really got away from that was just playing video games with my friend, which is not how life's supposed to be. Your gaming is not supposed to be your only escape from life. And what it really took was, one, I had to prove to myself that I could do stuff. So I started going to the gym, I started lifting weights, and that was this first step. I poured my soul into obsessions. I was obsessed with guitar my sophomore year. I was obsessed with doing hard stuff, and it made me feel good about myself. And after I stacked enough of those days of just working hard, I just felt good. I knew who I was. I knew what I was doing, and I didn't need any validation from any other people. And after enough of those days, I would go into rooms and I'd be like, I don't care what anyone else thinks. I'm just gonna be me. And ironically, somewhat paradoxically to what we intuitively believe, that right there is what attracts people. People are so attracted to authenticity. And that's partly because of how little of it we have in today's society with all this shit. There's so many clones that just clone themselves and create a version of themselves of someone they've seen online who has things they think they want. In reality, there's a person inside of you that's completely different from anyone else you've ever met. And you have to be that person. And there's so much freedom that comes with being that person that I think it's something you have to pursue. And it is a skill. Every single thing's a skill. And this is probably the most important one. Right now you can go on social media. You can go on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and you can literally just be yourself. You can be yourself for enough days in a row, and people are going to begin to trust you. You build up this platform, and then you can help other people with what you've been through in your life. That's all we have to do nowadays. We don't have to go mine for coal or gold or something. Back then, the only thing that gave us leverage, all we had, was what we could carry on our person. If you had wool, if you had hide, if you had food, that's all you really had to your name. Now we've got these things on Instagram and TikTok where we build up followers and we have leverage through a device and a screen. And I think nobody is going to be better at you than just being you. How simple is that, and how fun is that to do? That's why people who you see succeeding at the very, very, very top, not A, but A+ players, the people who undeniably are number one in their field. Why are they doing that? It's because they're authentic. And that's just what I try to bring in every single video. I just try to bring value to whoever's watching, and I talk about shit I've been through, and then I try to explain what I did to get past it. And if that helps anyone, that's fucking sick. Just be you, be dumb, be stupid, fucking make people laugh, do shit that's risky, and just stop doing anything that is not what you want to do. If you're at a job and there's even a little piece inside of you, maybe it's a big piece, but you can only see a small part of it inside of you that's telling you this is not where I want to be, then you got to get the frick out of there ASAP. It's hard. It could be college, it could be your job, it could be moving out of your house, it could be getting out of a bad relationship. It's so hard to get past that. But there's going to come a day when you're not going to be able to put up with it, and you have the ability to know if that's coming. So if you can predict it, hop out and just do what the hell you know, because your intuition, your instinct is really, really strong. So follow it in every way possible, especially with what you want to do with your entire life. Dude, I get a little bit scared with how little time I actually have when I conceptualize it. Each year, it feels like time goes by faster and faster, and that's because of how many things we have in our fucking calendar. Do you ever notice when you have nothing going on for the entire day, you're outside, you're hanging out with friends, you're not on your phone, it almost feels like the days like that, they feel like 3 regular days packed into one. That's how we're supposed to live. We're supposed to be spontaneous. Oh, just be yourself.